Today, we're talking about a massive shift in how brands and creators think about their online presence. It's this idea of moving from being just a tenant on someone else's platform to actually owning your own digital real estate. So, how do you get the keys to your own digital kingdom? Well, let's dive in and find out.
In this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. Imagine you spend years building this amazing house, your community, decorating it perfectly, only to realize the landlord can change the locks, raise the rent to an insane price, or even just sell the land out from under you at any moment. That's exactly the shaky ground so many of us are on right now.
So let's really dig into these dangers. What are the actual risks of building your entire brand on this so-called rented land? And spoiler alert, we're not talking about little annoyances here. These are real strategic threats that can jeopardize everything you've built.
Okay, first up, the big one, the algorithm. You work so hard to build an audience, people who voluntarily sign up to hear from you. And then the platform's algorithm just decides, nah, we're only going to show your stuff to maybe 5% of them. It's basically a system designed to force you to pay to talk to the very people who already said they want to listen. It's crazy, right?
And what about all that valuable data from your community? Well, on these big platforms, it's not yours. It's not an asset you can use to better serve your members. Nope, it's a commodity. It gets scraped, packaged up, and sold to the highest bidding advertiser. You think you're building a community, but for the platform, you're just building them a more valuable database to sell.
This is the one that keeps people up at night. A platform can change its rules, kill off a key feature, or shut down an API overnight with zero warning. All those years you invested building your community, all that work, it can be crippled or even just gone in an instant. Just think about what happened with platforms like Vine or Google+. Poof! And this slide just lays it all out black and white. Look at the two sides here. On the rented land side, you've got someone else in control, your data being sold, and you're living at the whim of an algorithm. It's just constant risk. But then you look at the owned land side. Absolute control. Your data is your own. You can talk directly to your people. It's stable, it's resilient. The choice, when you see it like this, becomes pretty darn clear.
So all of this really points to one unavoidable conclusion. The answer isn't to try and get better at playing their game by their rules. The answer is to change the game entirely. The real strategic move, the imperative, is to build your own digital home.
And let's be really clear about something. This isn't just a minor tech upgrade or some new marketing tactic. Deciding to build your own network, that's a foundational business decision. It's about protecting your future. It's about building in resilience and actually securing the long-term health of your community. So, what do you actually get when you take this leap? What are the tangible benefits? Well, the advantages are just massive, and they go way beyond just avoiding all those risks we just talked about. Let's break down the incredibly powerful case for ownership. The source material we're looking at actually lays out 10, count them, 10 huge reasons for making this switch. And they really fall into a few key areas that show you just how much of a game changer this is.
First off, you get total control and security. I mean, think about it. You get to decide exactly how the user experience looks and feels. You can build the specific features your community actually needs. You own all the data, period. And maybe most importantly, you set the rules. You create a safe, positive space that's right for your members.
Next up is true engagement. When you cut out all the algorithmic noise, the ads, the clickbait, you create this focused environment where high-value conversations can actually happen. That builds a kind of brand loyalty you just can't get anywhere else. And because you own the pipes, you can communicate directly with 100% of your members, anytime you want, with no filter.
And this is where it gets really powerful from a business perspective. Your community becomes this living, breathing, searchable knowledge base. You can run hyper-targeted surveys, get instant feedback, and even improve customer support. You're building a permanent, future-proof asset, a digital home that can never, ever be taken away from you.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking right now. This all sounds amazing, but isn't building a whole social network going to be ridiculously expensive and complicated? And you know what? Historically, you'd be right. But there's a new technology that is completely flipping that script. It's a concept called SNAS, which stands for Social Networks as a Service. The easiest way to think about it is like a platform that handles all the complicated, expensive, technical stuff for you. It basically removes all those barriers to entry, making true community ownership possible for literally anyone.
And this isn't just some small step forward. This SNOS model is really pioneering what some are starting to call the Web 4 era. It's all about creating these integrated, sovereign digital worlds where you, the creator, the brand, are finally back in control, not some giant tech platform.
So how does it actually work? This is the amazing part. It's so simple. You don't have to write a single line of code. You just talk to it. You give the AI a single prompt describing your dream community, just like this one for a photographer's network. You're just describing your vision.
And here is the truly mind-blowing part. You give it that prompt, and in the first 5 seconds, the AI provisions all the servers. By 15 seconds, it maps and deploys all the features you asked for, and by the time you hit 30 seconds, your entire custom social platform is live, ready to go. It's just unbelievable.
So what we're really talking about here is a total identity shift. It's a transformation. You go from being that vulnerable, dependent, restricted digital tenant who's always at risk to being an empowered, sovereign, in-control digital owner. You become future-proof.
So I'll leave you with this final, powerful question to think about. Once you stop just renting a little corner of the internet, once you actually own the land your community is built on, what becomes possible? What is the true future you can build?